Back on again with another relevant truth. Now, if you're awake, you already know what these characters bring to the table with your so-called Martin Lawrence right here in the glasses. And if you look at him, people, I told you, they're just characters and the masses. And this so-called Will Smith right here, I break him down a lot of times and show you what he's about. Nothing but a devil puppet. And that's the reason why they on. A lot of people not gonna get it. But we go watch him right here on the so-called Breakfast Club, where they invite nobody else but sodomites to hang out on it. Let's go, because we know they're gonna reveal a lot of shit once you see them show up. Let's get in it.
Wake that ass up in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Wake that ass up.
Yes, sir. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy
Yes.
and
And all of them people that you see in here, all of them is satanic puppets. You understand? On the so-called 97.9, they all fake. The Breakfast Club bring you nothing but fakers all day of the week. Pay attention.
Charlamagne, the guy. We are the Breakfast Club, and we got some legends in the building. Icons living in the building.
Icons. They got the icons right there for you, people. The one that can in the dumb masses, they're never gonna get it. And everything you see them have is basically coded. You understand? Symbolic to the peoples and the agenda that they're pushing. That's the Kaepernick right there with the fake afro on. Bam on.
This time, we mean it this time.
He said special guest a lot. It's a little different.
Ice icon. Ice legend.
Yeah, this icon. You're right.
The icon living.
We have Will Smith and
Icon, they mean it this time. It's a real con artist and the masses, both Will Smith and the Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence.
Absolutely right. Come on, round of applause.
105 post up in the corner right there for your number 6. We go get into it.
Every day Martin's so dirty.
No, we didn't do nothing. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
There you go, people. Bam. The so-called Charlamagne the God with the lean pyramid right there on their hat. And I told you, this is a character right here, people. You can't understand what they're about. They just bring you division. This one right here play a role in the so-called black community. It's supposed to be standing up for black people when shit pop off. You believe it? It's one of them, people. 100%
In the elevator
It's not our
15
fault.
minutes. I said, what's going on here?
Now, did you check the weight capacity, Martin? How many people was on the elevator with you now?
It was a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. I've never seen an entourage like this from any.
was 15. They on there for 15 minutes for your number 6. But I'm going to show you something right here, people. Pay attention. They're just playing characters and the masses.
We interview a lot of rappers.
It's like a party.
Okay.
So what were y'all talking about on the elevator?
I just told them nobody don't fart.
Wow.
Please don't do that.
And I
Is that
told
the
you,
worst
people, nothing but dumb shit they got for the masses with these interviews.
Like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, wait, ooh, what's that? Oh, no, you just happy to see me? Okay.
So you guys are brothers. You done movies. You're friends. I want to just want to ask you guys a
You
question.
believe that they're really friends, people? You need to wake your ass up. You believe they're really friends? It's just two satanic puppets and the masses, but they tell you they're friends for real. That more to sell the fucking movie.
What's the craziest gift that you guys receive from each other, if
Wow,
anything?
listen, people,
Craziest.
the craziest gift. You listen to questions. Wow, it's nothing but dumb shit,
Gift.
people.
And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Okay? Craziest gift.
It's because it's Martin inspired.
That's right.
It's Martin inspired.
Yes.
Craziest gift. We got you
gave
give
me
me
some
just
golf clubs.
golf clubs. Yeah, you didn't swing them one time. Did you?
Yeah.
No.
You golf,
I
Martin?
try.
He does.
Well, not really. I
Okay.
go out there.
No, I golf, but I was like trying to get him because like if you played any sport in your life, once you get
Pay attention to the Will Smith people, and when he talk, his so-called philosopher, and just watch out for him, because he already have a YouTube channel tricking the dumb masses. But watch him, people.
to a certain age, you're not going to be running ball,
Gotcha.
So, but like golf, you get to, cuss at your friends and you get to do, you get all of the same kind of energy from golf, except you can do it till you're 80.
Gotcha.
So I was trying to have Marty Marr, but yeah, he ain't take to it.
Do you still have them at least?
I have the clubs.
Yeah.
You don't got a lot of
Believe them, people. They all fake. 100%. It's just for TV. And like I said, they're trying to sell you the so-called Bad Boy 3. That's how they do it.
You don't got a lot of
Regifting is cool.
So it's this disrespectful, right? So this is what Charlamagne, my brother, I guess you can call him that, got me for Christmas. It's right behind you.
I mean, listen.
I told you,
Martin
man.
inspired.
I told you,
Gina had
people.
got.
People, look what he bought him for Christmas. It's a so-called ass. And I told you, people, if you watch these fuckers, you're just dumb. Sometimes they have it post up with a man with his head in another man's ass on the side. These two characters that they got in the back, right there with the champagne. That's how they do it, people. And there you go. Why you think they do this right here? It's coded, people. It's Sodom and Gomorrah. You You're not getting it.
Got Martin something like this on the episode.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
My wife is a little
Why
upset.
do you think they ask a question about the gift, people? Why? Because they want to pull this out. You never understand. That's how they do it. The whole thing is planned. The reason why they talk about the gift thing, the worst gift, is because of this. They want to bring that to the table. You never get it.
You got, you know. I mean, is that a little disrespectful or what? I'm just asking.
I mean, here's the deal. I don't judge a butt by the cover, right? But what was the thinking? What was you? Like,
He
what were
always
you
called
going
me.
for?
He called me his favorite asshole all the time.
Oh, got it. Got
Boom.
it.
So an asshole from an asshole.
Yeah, so you
Yes.
can have it at home.
There you go.
To be
This
reminded.
is just bullshit for the masses. Just wake your ass up, people. Don't watch these sodomites. They all fucking fake. And I told you, this one have to read off a script. Wow, what kind of real person you know? This one is so-called real. They call it Charlemagne the fucking fraud. I said, why you gotta read off a script, people? Why? You never get it. It's a devil puppet.
The level of assholeness that he has to deal with on a
There you
day.
go.
Okay,
There
I
you
get
go.
that. That's not bad. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Just like that.
yeah.
Yeah. We don't send each other that kind of
And then
stuff.
you might want to slap it every now and
Right?
then.
Boom. That's the whole point. It's like the Apollo law. You're going to put it up and hand mount it and let people smack it when they walk in.
Yeah.
Let's talk Bad Boys. Now, why did it take so long to put this out and to get this done?
Will Smith.
This guy.
That guy?
This guy. No,
Pay attention, people. Why it takes so long for them to come out with a Bad Boy 3? And I told you already, people, it's all from the elites. Those movies, you never get it, people. Hollywood belong to the devil, people. That's what they use for the programming and the masses. Those movies got hidden programming in there for the people. You need to wake your ass up. You think Will Smith control the fucking Bad Boy or this one right here? You better wake your ass up. All of them sequels is government shit.
it had to be right, man. It's you know what?
He got the bottle at his head for about a minute and watched it, then barely tasted.
First Bad Boys,
Wow.
what it meant for the culture. You know what I mean? It was like, it was at
culture,
a
people. It got a culture. The movie, the Bad Boy movie got a culture. The dumb fucking movie. Wow, just keep going.
time. You know, the height of Martin and the height of Fresh Prince. And we
Yes.
came together.
The
And
height of Martin and Fresh Prince. And I told you, people, everybody with a brain knows it's two sellout characters they give those shows to. You never get it. All of those people that you see with those shows that they use to program the people, they all puppets. Martin with the Martin show were dressed up like a woman. This one right here that got the so-called Fresh Prince that dressed like woman and everybody, just like everything. That's how they do it, people. You see it? They both got something in common. It's to sell out on the masses.
made this movie. And it was like, it was an important
Watching
moment.
people. Pay attention to all the Will Smith talk, and you tell me if it's real, people, what he's saying. Yeah, all he do is box shuffling. He's not real, just lies.
You know, for the
Listen.
culture. At that point, it was Eddie. You know, Eddie was the black dude that was holding it down. And
Yes,
then we
you see,
came.
the black dude that was holding it down was Eddie. I told you already, people. All of them is put on by the peoples. You never get it. They program the black people. That's why they put them on black. You never understand. That's why they're there, because it's easier for him to reach the black people than a white person.
Together and
Wake
created
your ass
something,
up.
and then we got to the second,
There
and
you go. Watch
I
his
just
eyes.
didn't want to mess it up. You know, it's like I didn't want to do a cash grab. You know, everybody's doing sequels.
Yes, you didn't want to do a cash grab. You control the sequel, people. You believe it? You're not getting it, people. It's devil programming they got on the movies. This one don't control it. He just play a role in the fucking dumb down of the
Do, and I was
people.
like, no, if we're gonna make
Watch
Bad
his eyes.
Boys a third one, it has to be deservant. There has to be messages and ideas. We got to be
It gotta
talking
be messages and ideas. Nothing but bullshit for the masses.
about something, and it's not just blowing some stuff up and getting paid.
I was
Now, how do
wondering
we-
how come
blowing stuff up and get paid. I told you, people, he trying to tell you like they control of the movie that come out because they're in it. They can get people to play a role in the movie because they're in it. You're dumb as a box of rocks. They don't control shit. They just play their role. They're puppets.
Not confront. I was leery because the first and second one, you guys are doing stunts. Y'all driving through things. Y'all breaking.
Yeah,
You trying to say they old now? Don't play them. You trying to say they
They was doing stunts. It's fake shit, people.
Damn right, the knees ain't the same.
I know,
But Will just said they play golf because they're not gonna be running around.
yeah.
So-
Try to switch it up a little bit, but no,
We
for
got
me,
good stuntmen though in this one.
yeah, we got.
They gotta use stuntmen, and the people just dumb. They're not gonna get it. And watch Will Smith expose it right here, or they're doing the movies. I told you, people, they're just faking the masses. There's nothing real about a movie. Nothing in there real.
We use
Pay attention.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
using
yeah,
the time.
we use it.
Yeah, and it's different also. There's different technologies and
Yes.
stuff like that. So you can do stunts up to a certain point. What we didn't have in the first movie was face replacement. They do
You hear
face
that, people? Face replacement. I told you. The deep fake and everything that they bring the masses, nothing on TV is not believable. That's what you need to know, people. Nothing is believable on TV. You see it right here, people, because they got so much so-called technology to trick the masses. You're never gonna get it. Listen what he say again.
movie was face replacement. They do face replacement
What the
now.
hell is that?
So you I can
You hear
do
this fucker right here? What the hell is that with the fucking surprise look? They know exactly what it is. It's a fake shit they use on TV for the dumb masses. Mostly in the news. You never get it.
a stunt, right? And then they have the stunt man do the exact stunt that I did. And they can match it and they can
Stunt man do the exact stunt as he did. That's bullshit, people. That's 100% bullshit. They put Will Smith in there. When the stunt man do the move, they slap the face on it. Make it look like the Will Smith do it. That's all it is. They don't have to do that shit. Make Will Smith do the stunt and the stunt man do the stunt. What the fucking sense
place
is?
my face on the stunt man.
Wow.
Right? So they can just do it. So they can hold a single shot, but
No, they can hold the whole fucking movie. They can hold the whole fucking movie, people. That's what they do. You never get it. Why you think sometimes they show up with six-pack and everything? The same Will Smith, he do it also. They show up with a six-pack, with a perfect body. The next time you see him, he got a pot belly. What happened? It's not his body in the movie. They do it all the time, people. That's what they do. They take another body, slap the Will Smith face on when they're gonna give you a shirtless shot. That's how they do it, people. They do it with the one that playing the so-called Rocky, the latest Rocky. You understand? That's what they do. The Jordan character, they do the same thing with him. You understand? Michael B. Jordan, they fake the body. That's the same thing they do with this Will Smith right here. You understand? They shadow a face, this one face on somebody else's body, and that's how they do it. There you go. He exposed it right here.
on the stunt man.
Wow.
Right? So they can that I did. And they can match it and they can replace my face on the stunt man.
Wow.
Right? So they can just do it. So they can hold a single shot, but they can use the actual face.
You see how he look when he telling that part of it, people? Wow, he trying to be so close, want to tell you, but he can't. He can't tell you the full technology, people. He can hold it for one shot, and you see the look at his face, and then he look at Martin.
Of the actor,
Wow.
and you can't tell the
Yeah,
difference
they
in the
can't tell.
stunt.
Of
So you
course
get
you can't tell. You can never tell, people. The TV is a reason why they bring it in. It's for the deception. It's nothing else but deception. It don't matter what they bring on it. It's still deception. Whether it's sports, music, movie, don't matter what they bring. It's still deception on the TV.
to do as much as you or as little as you want. You know, you didn't used to be able to do that.
How much that cost?
See?
Sheesh.
Yeah, no, that's
Hey, there's a budget for
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's expensive though.
Speaking of
Yes,
budgets,
it's expensive, and that's the type of shit that they sell the masses. Yes, it's expensive. It's bullshit, people. It's the same technology they've been using to make these characters in the movies. That's what you need to know.
how does money work in a situation like this?
Yeah, what do you
Like,
mean?
do y'all get equal pay? You know, there was a rumor that you was making like $10 million more than Martin.
Hell no.
11, okay, it was 11. I'm
Just-
sorry.
Boy, we've been talking for 4 minutes. You don't go to that shit.
They get money to trick the masses, but trust me, people, they don't get that much money. You understand? It's just to give them more respect. The respect is the money. So when they put them in the Forbes magazine and say, oh, this one have $100 and something million, of course, get more rank, more respect and everything. That's how they do it. They actually don't get that much money to trick the fucking masses.
4 minutes into the damn interview.
That's it. Interview.
Try it.
That's all right. You know, is we finished or is we done? Okay?
You know what? As we get ready for this movie, though, you do
Now
read
look at this dryad sitting right here at the side. What is that right here, people? This is another faker. 100% in.
research on how Bad Boys started, and I was reading that it was originally intended for John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah.
people, this is how they do it again. Every one of these sodomites that I break down that got so-called legendary status in the movie industry, what they tell you? Yes, the role was made for somebody else, and they actually get it. You see that? That's how they sell the masses, the fake shit.
You know what?
Wow.
As we get ready for this movie, though, you do research on how Bad Boys started, and I was
Yeah,
reading
you
that
can
it was originally
research because they put it right there in place. Don't trust no research. You understand that, people? Don't research on their fucking platform. You're not getting it. Whatever they post up there, that's what you're gonna
Intended
get.
for John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
Yeah, they were the original bad boys.
That would have been trash.
So how did you guys end up?
Well, the script came to me.
Yes, you see that? The script come to him and take a look what he looking at again, people, his script. And I always tell you, don't think you can see the script because it's not what you see is there. That's TV for your ass. All fucking deception.
To me first, and
Yes,
then
watch
they
him.
wanted me to pick somebody to co-star with me in the movie.
See?
And my sister Ray brought Will's attention to me, and said, "Won't you do it with Will?"
Wow, his sister bring Will attention to him and take a look at the Will face right there in the back. They're full of shit, people. They're fakers, Hollywood characters right here on screen.
I thought about it, so I called
He was
Will.
like the Fresh Prince.
Oh,
Attention to me, and said, "Won't you do it with Will?" And I thought about it, so I called
He was
Will.
like the
you
Fresh
just call Will. You don't know him from Adams. His sister bring him to the attention, and then all of a sudden he just call Will.
Prince.
I thought about it. I called Will. I said, "Let's set up a dinner." And Will came to my house, and we had a dinner. And after 5 minutes of talking to him, the rest is history,
Wow.
man. He,
It's nothing but bullshit, people. Just a fake shit they give the masses. You're not getting it. Nothing is real
say
they
no.
give you.
Yeah, no, we literally, it's one of those things, you know, and you know how important it is in a
Watch it.
situation like this to have chemistry. Right. You know, somebody picks up right when you know, you go in and you create a chemistry. The second we sat down, it was there.
Wow, I told you, people, the Will is so fake, it don't make no sense. Wow.
And you know, it was so perfect, that we knew that we wanted to work
And
together.
I told you, people, when you bring two liars on set, they can't help themselves. They have to keep checking with each other with the fucking fake story that they sell you.
I know each other back then?
We
Watch it, you see? You know each other back then? Look what they do. They stare at each other. You don't know if you know him from back then. You have to look at him. They're fakers. Just wake your ass up, people.
we had met, but we didn't really know each other. Like the Bad Boys was the first time we actually you know, sat down and chopped it up. And,
Bullshit.
You know, it's you can't fake and you can't buy chemistry.
Wow.
You can't buy chemistry. It's like you either got it with somebody or you don't.
Yes, that's what they're doing right here, people. Faking the masses. You can't fake chemistry. You also can't fake real.
And you know, me and this one right here, it's like there's so much love and so much respect
Bullshit.
for each other
All
it's just
bullshit.
fun to watch.
Wow,
You know,
it's fun to watch, people. The chemistry that they got is fun to watch. I told you, it's just a fucking script.
people that
reader.
really
There
vibe
you
like
go.
that.
So, boy, you never looked at it like you watched the early Fresh Prince, and he was used to. Remember, I don't know if you remember. He used to say his lines right before he
Yeah,
said
that
it.
was a bad
You never
look.
looked at none of that stuff. Be like, you know what? I don't know about this.
No, I never did. I did. Will does great work, you know, and
Yes, he
I
do
thought he
good
was
work.
great on the Fresh Prince and his the energy he brings. So I just was excited to work with him.
I was
Better
jealous
sitcom.
as hell. I was jealous as hell of Martin.
there.
Really?
Yeah,
So I'm
back
glad
then.
you're being honest. I'm going to
Yeah.
ask who had the better sitcom. Who
Yeah,
y'all think?
it's
Wow.
like
I think that's a matter of
Wow.
I'm talking about between
I was
y'all.
jealous as hell.
That's a tough one.
Who had the
Who
best?
got the best sitcom, people, because they're the one who make the sitcom. We go get to that and break it down and see how they come by that show. Or this one come up with the Fresh Prince and this one with the Martin. Let's see.
Sitcom?
Yeah.
I don't.
We gonna call that a tie. We gonna call that a tie.
You see what he's trying to do?
No,
here?
you know
He's trying to really divide
I just
y'all
figured out what I'm
already.
gonna get you for Christmas. Just figured out what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Something that you are.
They're just fake, people. Fake laughing and everything. They're just fake. There's no other way to put it.
Maybe the front. Now let me ask you guys this: do you watch your sitcoms, like, because they come out all the time? So I'll be home watching. I was watching Biggie, Martin the other day. I was watching Queen Latifah on the Fresh Prince the other day, and you look back at it and you're like, damn, these
Those are the ones that they want to push on the people. You see, once they got the TV show in place, give it a lot of buzz, give them interviews all over the place so you can know the show is on. And once people on it, bam, they bring in all the people that they need to show off to the people. You understand? A Queen Latifah, a Man in a Drag, the Biggie Smalls that play a fucking character on the masses. You need to get it, people. Wake
my
your
life
ass up.
became so huge, even after that.
Now, the great thing about a TV show,
You
when
hear
you
what
do
they say? Those so-called artists went huge after their so-called debut on the shows. You're not getting
something
it.
every week, you get a real chance to like try people out and put people on.
You hear that, people? Will Smith telling you that the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air belongs to him. He the one who put people on. You believe him? Wake up, people. You believe that he's the one who put on people to be in the movie? In the TV show, he put on Queen Latifah. Come on.
You know, so with Queen Latifah, we've been friends for forever. But on the Fresh Prince, she was like, "Yo, I think I want to try it."
You hear that? They was friends forever. And after all, yes, the Queen Latifah tell him that he can act. Wanna dabble in acting. There you go.
Acting. So we were able to set it up on the Fresh Prince.
We was be able to set it up him. Wow.
For her to make her acting debut on the show. So it's like when you have something like that, it's like a gym. You get to train and you get to work out and you get to have people come through. So it was for me, that was one of the best.
Listen when he talk, people, and take a look at his hand sign. Both hands holding the 666 on. What you think, people? He's just a faker. You can't tell me that he's the one who bringing the Queen Latifah on the show. It's fucking fake. He playing a role.
Parts of it to be able to meet people,
watch his hand sign.
You have a week to work stuff out, and
you see how he keep
did
looking?
you find the same?
Yeah.
Yes,
I love
stuff
watch
out,
him.
and did you find the same?
Yeah.
Did you find the same? And watch the itching of the face. He's just an obvious liar, people. You're not getting it. Both of them is liar on the masses. But the Martin, he's not gonna say much. But the Will Smith, yes, he's one of the biggest liar you're gonna find in Hollywood. That's why they give him a fucking channel.
I love putting all the hip hop artists on, because that's what I represent.
He was the one who putting on the hip hop artists.
Hip hop, so I had a lot of fun with it, and just everybody that came on, we had a lot of fun.
I want Will. I always thought about the scene with you and the late great James Avery.
Yeah.
When your father left.
Yeah, man.
What did you dig into to get that kind of emotion out of that scene? Wow. Even now, if you watch that, your eyes water.
I still feel it.
Now it still tear you up. That scene in the so-called TV show. You believe them, people? I told you they pull on your heartstring with these characters with the fake TV shows. Nothing real about
it's
them.
It's like James Avery, man. It was like, so everybody on the Fresh Prince was stage trained actors.
Yes,
so
trained.
it was like Alfonso starting the show had 15 years of experience coming in.
Started the show with 15 years of experience. What I tell you is grew up in Hollywood. Just like this Will Smith right here. You need to understand they didn't just come up.
I was the least experienced.
The tap dance kid.
The tap dance kid. When I came onto the show,
watch his eyes.
James Avery was one of the first people that pulled me up, and he was like, "Hey, you have real talent. Don't squander it."
Wow,
right?
Real talent, people. What was the talent? People just stupid. They're never gonna understand. What is the talent, people? What is the talent? I don't get it, people. What is the talent of the Will Smith that somebody spotted and bring him in Hollywood when he's a teen? Where is it? What kind of talent? Wow.
So he never liked nothing. He didn't like nothing I did, right? And I was always trying to get his approval, Shakespearean trained, big command of his voice, his body as an instrument, as a performer.
Wow.
And, so in that scene, it was like the first time that I ever took a real dramatic shot. And James Avery in that
Watch
scene.
Him, people. Watch his eyes.
And we're doing it, and I'm trying to get there, and I want to impress him so bad. And the first time in front of the audience, I missed it, and I messed the scene up, and I'm like, fuck, and I'm losing.
You believe him? Wow. I told you. You never understand, people. It's just story that they're selling you so you can buy these people right here in front of you.
In front of the audience, and he said, hey! I snapped in. And he pointed, he's like, use me in this scene.
Wow, use me.
And we read, and he said, get it together.
Bullshit.
I settled down. He said, action.
Wow.
And then ultimately.
Wow, people, you believe it? Wow.
We did the scene, and we had the scene that was there. And I'm holding him, and when I'm holding him, he whispers in my ear, now that's fucking acting.
Wow.
Right?
Wow, people, doing the so-called TV show. Yeah, he whisper in his ears and tell him, yeah, that's fucking acting. There you go, people. And listen what he go do.
And I was like,
just a fucking TV character. All he gonna do is lie, people, to impress the
But you had to
people.
tell you tapped into disappointment, right?
Yeah,
you disappointed him. And you,
yes, absolutely. And no, but that's what he was telling me about how to use the actor in the scene. He was like, use me. Don't try to find it in you. So then when I tapped into the idea of how bad I wanted to impress him and how much I'm getting it, I'm feeling it now. It's like when you have those emotional toolboxes, sometimes you slip into, I can feel that emotion right.
Can you believe in people? He buck shuffling because he's a liar.
And it was like,
wow.
He was the father figure that Will felt like, me personally felt like I was disappointing him in that scene.
Of course. Where is your real dad? Yes, that's your father figure on set. And I told you already, people, just Hollywood characters. They have no mom and dad sitting there waiting for them. You understand? Hollywood characters. They snatch those kids from their small. This one is one of them. That's what you need to know. And he tell you about the Alfonso. Both of them Hollywood characters.
So I tapped into that, and I used my relationship with James Avery to find
what kind of relationship you and him have.
Emotion. But you know, for me, it's been a massive acting journey, hugely on the back
Acting
of his
journey.
teaching.
Watch his eyes, people. He reading off a script.
And
Wow.
his urging of me to always go deeper.
How did you guys both get those shows, you know? And,
Yeah,
Will,
right
did you
here.
feel like I'm a rapper from Philly? If I cross over, I might destroy my career.
Hell yeah.
And
You
Martin,
hear that, people? He was a rapper from Philly. Wow. And all of a sudden, bam, he's a movie star.
how did they give you that show? How did that show come together?
What is-
Well,
Sure,
for
come
me,
about.
my manager at the time was his name was Tapa Carew. He took me into HBO Hip.
They're never gonna tell you, oh, they just come up with a manager, oh, they discover this character. He just discovered with a manager. I don't understand, people. This is bullshit.
They had,
100% bullshit.
It was called Hip at the time. It was a
Watch
what are
it.
they?
Parent company, sister
Yeah,
company.
parent company.
Wow.
And it was called Hip at the time. It was a
Watch him.
What are they?
Faker.
Parent company, sister
Yeah,
company.
parent company.
Yeah.
And he took me in to meet Chris Albrecht. And he was like, yo, you know, this guy's funny. And what'd you think about giving him his own show? So Chris was like, all right, we'll try it out.
Wow, people. Just bring a man in and say, yeah, he kind of funny. Are we funny? And then we try him out right away. Wow, people. And take a look at the Will Smith face. They just fucking fake.
Oh, you know, this guy's funny. And
this
what'd
guy
you
is
think about
funny.
giving him his own show? So Chris was like,
Wow, people. You just want to give him his own show. He's funny. And the man said, yeah, we just tried it out. Wow. Right away, people.
hey, we'll try it out. So I was like,
Just like that.
That
We'll
sounds
try it
really
out.
simple.
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
Wow.
He said, I'll try it out.
See how easy it is to get a TV show, people? Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
shit. Rest was history.
Wow.
And that was big back then, especially for a black man.
Yeah.
For the
See
time.
that? They always gonna put that in because I told you why he here, people. I never miss what I tell you. He's here for the race war, the divide and conquer. That's why they put him on. You think he really somebody? They're the one who put him on. You need to wake your ass up. He got talent. Come on.
Sure it was.
Yeah.
For you to be a hip hop dude doing the show.
And they said right away that show had
Hip-hop
good
dude.
ratings.
They
yeah,
fake.
Yeah. And I did all them characters because I really want the show to work.
You hear that, people? He did all those characters because he want the show to work. You never get it. They want him to play all those characters just like you see Eddie Murphy did in those couple of movies that he did. You understand? That's how they do it, people. You need to wake up. This one right here played Shanae and everybody. Why you think that? He have to dress up like a female, the Abomination. And this one also do it, the Will Smith. Both of them.
You know, and I didn't want it to fail, so I just
Didn't
started
want
doing
it
all
to
these
fail.
characters, just trying to push it, to push it.
You know, I was going to ask you, Martin, we live in this era of like pause and, you know, rappers saying no homo. When you was doing Sinead and you was doing scenes like all up on kids, did you ever get backlash back then from your people? Because nowadays if a guy did that, he'd be like, pause.
all over.
Yeah, that's it.
First of all, they only get backlash when they want it. You got it? Because who doing the backlashing? They never listen to the regular people. Who doing the backlashing? Only when their so-called partners in crime come out and say something about it, that's when it's really out there. You understand? They don't give a damn about the public. Whether you tweet it or not, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn about the public. They're gonna check out who bashing, who coming. It's the same fucking Hollywood people, the ones that they put on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't
Back
get
then it was just
backlash.
funny to us.
It's just funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Did you
It's
even think
definitely
about it at
different
all, or
time.
you just like, nah, I just want to make people laugh?
I just want to make people laugh.
Yes,
That was
and I
it.
told you people, they're never funny.
With each character, that was it.
Martin, did
Just
Will,
characters.
has he tried to get you to be more active on social media?
Yes, in his own way. Yes, he gave me a camera.
He gave him a camera, like I don't tell you. Will Smith on there tricking the people. Yes, so-called walking around with camera crew to put him on Instagram and YouTube. You believe it? They're just fakers, people. The brainwash must continue.
Do you have a camera team with your social media? Because
Oh,
you
yeah.
do all types of
Everywhere he
wild
goes.
shit.
Are you
Bullshit.
considering
Bullshit.
jumping into, because you see, Will, it's been so effective for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Martin,
it's
like we don't know
effective.
as much about you now, like as we do about Will. Will, we didn't used to know as much, but it seems like you like it now.
I love it.
Right. So
I
you
love
think
it.
that would be something?
I'm trying to
good?
do more things. You know, I'm trying to be more creative. This guy has a creative mind,
Yes,
so
creative.
he's always on it. But I'm trying to find things I could do and bring to the people. You know.
So no jumping out the plane for you, Martin?
No jumping out of plane or swimming with sharks and all that.
Those are all fakery people with the Will Smith so-called swimming with sharks. They do the same thing with Michael Phelps, and this one so-called jumping out of plane. The same thing they told you with the George Bush Sr. It's bullshit, people. All fakery.
Why, Will?
So here's what happened. Here's what
It's a
happened.
little weird.
It's not weird. This is why.
It's what? No.
I got a family
He
with.
will tell you why he was swimming with sharks and jumping out of helicopters. Pay
No,
attention.
so what happened was, and it's funny because it was something like, I've been watching you for a while, and it's something that
Yes,
I
you've
want.
been watching this one for a while. Pay attention. Look at the face. They're all fakers. You need to understand. Puppets bigging up the next puppets. That's how they do it. Wake your ass up.
to
Watch this.
talk to you about. We'll
You
dive
wanted
into
to
it
talk about
offline.
it.
But
Yes, they deal with it offline. It's bullshit. Pay
you
attention.
for a while, and it's something that I wanted to talk to you about. We'll
Yeah,
dive
watch
into
your
it
face,
offline.
Captain.
But the
Watch
idea
it. Read
for
your
me
script.
is
Read your script.
I painted myself into a corner with Will Smith.
You see that, people? While he do the Baphomet, he painted himself in the corner with the Will Smith. What I don't tell you, people, and his comedian again doing this. Remember, Jim Carrey come out and tell you. He say he play characters in the movie, but he trying to tell you, listen, I'm playing a character of Jim Carrey. He trying to tell you Jim Carrey is another character that he playing is the same thing the Will Smith telling you right here. Even though you see him playing in the so-called Bad Boy, yes, that's a character. And this Will Smith that he's so-called playing is also a character. It sounds stupid, but it's 100% real. This is another character he playing right here. They never had a character. Whenever you see him, people, it don't matter.
Right.
Wow.
And I realized that, we have our childhood traumas and we have our experiences,
Childhood
and then
and
we all
experience.
create these characters that are
Wow,
going to.
we all create these characters. Who create characters? I told you what happened, people. The Will Smith is also a fake character they give the masses, playing a role.
We are characters that defend us in the world. There's certain
Defend
things
us
we
in
can't
the
do.
world.
There's certain things we can't say. Certain ways we react if people do
Bullshit, people. Wow.
something, and we create a
And you
character.
could see this guy post up with the red and blue in the back with the Levi shit on. Red and blue for the vision.
That we go out into the world with. Then that character
Wow.
wins some things for us. It's like, we succeed by behaving
Yes,
this
yes,
way.
yes, yes, yes.
Then what happens? You get to a point where it stops working as well. And the reason that it stops
Watch
working
his eyes, people. I never miss he reading off a script, people. Wow.
is because it's not true. It's not
true.
really
Fake
who you
love.
are. And then you get backed into a corner, it stops working. Now the
Watch his
question
eyes.
is, are you going to be courageous enough and are you going to be brave enough to
Read your script.
kill essentially the character that you've created, and are you going to have the courage to live as who you really are? And on my fifth
Who you really are, Will Smith. Now that you tell the masses that you're playing a character again in this Will Smith right here.
birthday, when I jumped out of that that helicopter over the Grand
Bullshit.
Canyon, that was kind of
Bullshit.
my moment for myself where I was like, I'm going to be who I am, even
Wow.
if it isn't in line with the Will Smith that
Wow.
people think I'm supposed to
Wow,
be.
you
I'm
see, people supposed to know what he be. You believe that, people? People is the one who paint him in a character. It's bullshit, people. 100%. Remember, he playing movies and TV shows. You never know what he play in real life. So all the fuck people decide what he play as Will Smith. You never get it, people. It's just a trick.
have the courage, and I'm going to have the bravery to be who I am.
And that's the reason why you jump out of a chopper. This is dumb shit.
You know,
right
and it's
here.
like I've been watching you for a while,
Wow,
and
yes,
that's
you've
what
been
I was
watching him
like.
for
That
a
was one of the
while.
things I wanted to talk to you about.
It's
I can
bullshit.
see the
Wow.
mechanism happening in your
Wow.
mind. You're seeing Charlemagne,
watching people with the CC on the hand for
the
Freemason.
God, as separate from you.
Absolutely.
And I was like, I want to.
Of
I
course he playing a fucking character. Who dumb around here? We know he playing a character just like you.
see. I looked at a little bit of your book too, and I was like,
Yes. Oh, you see a little bit of the book. And listen how he fumbling, people. Because he not real. Pointing the devil horns. He not real. Listen how he fumble and bumble about he reading the book. He see the book.
I looked at a little bit of your book too, and I was like,
Look a
you know,
little bit.
I want you to know who you really are is enough. That the character
Wow.
can die.
You can see that.
Yes.
Wow.
The
Because always
Character can die. Pay attention, people, because I told you it's revealing right here. That's why I tell you the Tupac never died. The Biggie never died. They just kill off the character. The person that played those sodomite is still out there playing somebody else. That's what you need to know. Pay attention.
know who you really are is enough. That the character can die.
You can see the
Yes,
evolution.
because I always said I never wanted to be a
Character
caricature show.
can
Right.
die.
You know what I'm saying? And I just finished reading this book called The Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health. And the woman Rita Walker said we have to be willing to let go of who we want people to think we are.
Yes, exactly. And that was
Wow, it's bullshit, people. 100% psyop. They used to mix up the people brain. Most of the new millennials, you understand? Those are the ones who really listening to these punks. Because grown folks already know they're nothing but
thing for me.
sodomites and
Me and
sellouts.
Jada talk about that a lot. You know, even in the idea of our marriage and how people want us to be married.
Hear that, people? How people get to want how y'all married. How people do that. How people decide how you're supposed to be married and how your wedding's supposed to turn out, your marriage supposed to turn out with the drag man they call Jada Pickett Smith. Pay attention right here. Another psyop.
Versus how we're really married. You know what I mean? It's like it's a really different thing, and it's so hard to let go of the characters
What people
and,
want
and
to
what
The characters. It's so hard to let go of the characters. Wow, I told you, people. This
people
is
want to see.
revealing.
And because also those characters saved your life when you were young.
Yes.
Those ideas saved your life.
It made you money.
And they
Yes.
made you money.
Right.
You know, so letting go of that and having the courage to really be who you are in the world, and it's like, it's terrifying.
Will should be a motivational speaker.
People, that's what they got for the masses. He's a motivation speaker. Wow.
Now, one of your closest friends called you, right? And he's a close friend to us as well. He called you and he asked you for a couple million and you gave it to him.
No, you
I
didn't.
did
This
not.
again, people, with the psyop that they bring with the so-called Tyrese. Pay attention. It's another fakery. Wow.
When Tyrese called you and asked you for those millions, you gave it to him. What was that
That's how they
conversation?
do it, people. This is how they let you feel like they just have millions throwing around, and then a couple of years from now, they tell you you're bankrupt. Why they do that? They're playing with the masses. That's what you need to get. The Tyrese is another faker, another actor, always in character.
No, you know, let me tell you something. Me and
Here we
Tyrese,
go. Fucking
we've been friends.
Now, he's our guy, though. I just wanna tell you.
No, that's my dude. Tyrese is my dude. It's like
Listen.
Tyrese calls me when he don't want it cut. He want it raw and uncut.
Right.
Wow.
And you know, the amount of talent that dude has, and the possibility.
You hear that, people? Another one with talent. They're full of shit on the masses. You understand? People that don't even get to make it. You see, they have way more talent than these people. That's what you need to know. It's just the puppets that they want to put on get to shine.
That Tyrese has is what I keep drumming in with him. Tyrese is functioning at 40% of the capacity of what he really is.
Wow.
You know, and that's another thing, being brave
So
enough
what is it, a robot?
to be who you really are versus, you know,
Wow.
being Tyrese.
Exactly.
You're right. You
I was
know
about to say
what
that Tyrese ain't got to that level.
Yeah, I know.
Tyrese still putting the character out there.
Yeah, you know, and we all do. You know, there's still. It's like Will Smith takes good care of me. Will Smith takes good care of me. It's just he's
Yes.
it's not all the way me.
See that? Will Smith takes real good care of him, but it's not really him. You see what it is, people? It's not a confusion. We on the band. We clear it up. He trying to tell you the Will Smith is also a character that he playing. That's what you need to get.
Oh, there's a certain amount of
Read the script. Read the
pretense
script.
and inauthenticity that it takes to hold up the character.
That's so fucking interesting because I think about that with you and Martin. Martin, I'm sure that it was a time where everybody wanted you to be like, Martin! You know, make it yeah. But what if that's not you?
Yeah, well, it's not me all the time. Like, people think that I'm on all the time. When they see me, they think
you're on.
I'm always going to be joking and all that. But I'm probably a lot more shy in person than I am.
You can't be shy.
No, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I don't joke all the time. I don't talk all the
Just a
time. I
program
like to listen a
puppet.
lot and just take things in. You know, I'm not
And
all.
one of the things, Martin, this dude is one of the most authentic
There you go,
people.
people. And that's how they do it, yes. And pay attention right here. This is how you know they're full of shit. Just a show they're putting on.
That I have ever met, you know, and you know, with his
Watch
life
it.
experiences and with the thing, Martin is as close to 100% authentic as anybody I've ever met. It's
Wow.
no bullshit with,
Thank you,
with this
Will.
No
dude,
bullshit.
you know.
And watch
Thank
him.
you.
Yeah, like that's the first time you heard that. You know, told you that before.
I want you to explain you talked about it on Crown. Shout out to Ellie Wilson. I want you to talk about the Reggie scene in Bad Boys.
Watch
Right?
your hand sign, people. Watch your hand sign. That's the devil horn about the Reggie C.
Because,
Bad Boy.
you know, I'm a father of 5, right? But growing up, I'm like, if I have a daughter, I'm doing the same damn thing.
yeah, right.
Explain that to people who haven't heard it and how that whole
This is
situation.
how you know the movie is a program. That's why they do these scenes and react them. And of course they go ask them about it because it's an important scene in the so-called movie.
So with Reggie, so he was a young actor. He had never done anything, so it was his first role. So Michael Bay was concerned that he wouldn't be able to perform the level of discomfort that we needed for the scene. So Michael Bay was like, "Yo, don't talk to him. Talk to him." He said, "I want y'all to be like pretend like y'all aren't arguing, pretend like you're not getting on. I just want to get them riled up." You know, so I go and I sit down with the kids. So it's his first meeting. Will and Martin. So I'm sitting down, I'm talking. And then Martin comes up and he says, "Hey, Will, you know, you stepping on my lines a little bit in the scene. I need you to leave a little bit of room so I can, you know, get my line in there."
Wow.
I was like, "Nigga, you need to get in where you fit in." Right? And the little kid
You
is...
see, people, it's fakery. Even the Martin surprise of what he tell you that Martin say, it's not real.
And now he's like, "Oh, no." Martin's like, "Yo, Will, why you acting like that, man?" I was like, "Why I'm acting like what? Why I'm acting like what?" And me and Martin start arguing in front of the kid, and this kid is sitting there like terrified. He's like, Michael Bay is watching him, and as soon as he sees how the kid is terrified enough, he's like, action. And then I go, "What the fuck you on?"
You see, that's how they get the scenes in the movie. They upset the kid and then they run the shot. Yes, run it. You believe it? Wow.
I'm here to pick up Megan. He was terrible. Yeah, he handled it well. That kid was shook for real.
Have you seen him again or no?
We saw him. Oh, yeah, we saw him.
Yeah, we saw him. Look how they have to check up with each other, people. I told you can't bring two liars to tell the same lie. They're gonna fuck up.
Yeah, we can't get out of the way. Yes, we've seen him. We've seen him again. We can't talk about it, but you will know soon. But we seen him.
Why isn't Gabrielle Union in this one? She played such a big role in the second one.
I just think we took a different story turn.
Yeah, it was like there was no spot in the story like where would that work for for those characters to be in. But we'll definitely Bad Boys 4.
They gonna be in before? Because I see it on IDM, whatever that shit called. IMDb.
But don't trust no movie with a sequel, people. It means that it's a programming and they have to continue.
Say this is the last one.
Yeah, no, we're going to let the audience decide. After people see, like, you know, I love working with
because they're the one who going to decide if another one going to come out.
Dude, man. And it's like, I'm at the point in my life where I don't even want to do nothing if I'm not going to have fun. You know, and it's like, I'll take half the money that it would be as long as, you know, I can have fun. And, you know, we come to work.
Keep you to that.
His agent's like, "No, we won't. No, we won't." Let me ask you this. We were wondering, did Khaled try to get you on the soundtrack?
Yeah, we were talking, you know, just the timing of it.
And of course, they have to mention the puppet named Cali, DJ Cal, another fucking fake on the masses. And I told you, people, the whole movie is trash. Don't even ask about the soundtrack. Bam.
We talk about music a little bit. Fresh Prince of Will Smith. Who's the better rapper?
Wow.
Well, I think somebody
says we're talking about Fresh Prince. Wow. Or Will Smith. Who is the best rapper? You believe this, people? They can't rap a lick. It's just a faker.
Will Smith was a whack rapper, but Fresh Prince was dope. Somebody said that. Where'd that come from? I heard that somewhere. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. That's where I heard that from.
Came out of that hole.
That's what the whole show is about right there, people. You see it? That's what the show is about.
But in your personal opinion, what do you think?
No, you know what? There was in that same thing, there was a certain amount of rawness and unbridled creativity during the first part of my career. And then once I started winning, it did kind of narrow the avenues of what I wanted to do. It was more important to me to win than to be me. You know?
Wow. That's the definition of a faker, people. 100% in.
More important to me to win than to be me. You know, and you know, so there was a certain amount. The Fresh Prince was wild and raw and unapologetically,
right?
You know,
and guess what, people? They tell him how to act. They give him a role to play. It's simple as that. And pay attention to the concept.
And then Will Smith got a little bit more
polish. Watch his hand sign.
And once in your mouth.
You hear that, people? You hear the reference he used? The taste of blood in your mouth. Wow.
You get the taste for blood in your mouth. And that taste.
The taste for blood in your mouth. Wow. I told you, people, what these people are. They feed on the human being blood. That's the reason why they have a Red Cross. picking up the people blood for these sodomites. Yes, and don't worry, they're gonna live longer than the masses.
Sort of destroys the vastness of your creative mind.
I remember hearing you on Rap Radar podcast, and you said that it was a point where you didn't even want to curse.
Yeah, well, that was my grandmother.
You portrayed an image. Okay.
Now,
my grandmother.
For you in comedy, does that work in comedy too? Like, as you get more famous, you can't be as raw, you feel like, as you used to be, because you're still doing comedy tours.
Yeah.
I know you got a lot of comics coming out with you, but how does that work in comedy?
Don't worry about it. Every material that they have is handed down by the peoples. Bam.
That's probably an
Wait,
honor.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Really bad?
I didn't know that.
No, but I'm not banned from SNL.
not banned. I thought you said it was
No,
a
they have
ban.
banned me
Of
from.
course you're not banned. It's the same people wanna put you on. You think they're gonna ban you from one of those networks and they want you on it? NBC so-called banned Martin Lawrence. Get out of here, people. Those are the one who pushing the show.
NBC at the time for a
network.
minute. Yeah,
Just for a minute. They banned him for a minute. Wow, dumb on.
but then they realized, you know, the way it went down wasn't what they thought. And then they sent me an apology letter. Warren Littlefield, I think, was the president.
Of course, they send you an apology letter.
And he sent me a letter and apologizing, saying, welcome back to NBC and everything.
Did you say, suck my dick, fuck you? How are you humble about it?
No, I just went on the air and read it on Jay Leno.
Nothing but fake shit for the masses. Yes, read it out and Jay Leno.
With comedy now, you know, you see everybody so sensitive with everything.
Yes.
Would you do a comedy special now? Because I'm thinking, like she said, the water glistening all over your body. I just see people having a problem with that.
And you see Eddie Murphy talking about his past comments and saying that he is apologetic now about them.
They know what they're doing, people. That's why they bring them off, take them off the scene for a minute, then they put them on. They did this one, the same thing. He was missing off the scene. So-called Eddie Murphy also was missing off the scene and come back. And yes, of course, they're going to ask them if they have something they want to take back because the time change. Wow, all of them is a part of the changing times. They sneak it up on the masses.
No, I'm hot. Like, I've been trying to tell, like,
I think they know.
Kids do not belong to the Will Smith. Just clear that up, people. It's the satanic people give it to him. You understand? Those kids and having them grow up the wrong gender. That's how they do it.
Yo,
You made Icon living.
it's like Jaden, you know, he made that.
That's why he kissed the so-called boy on the mouth. You never get it, people. It's not his kids. Wow, you never get it. Child pornography in plain sight.
When I first heard that, I was like, what? That record was
You hear
crazy.
that, people? The first time he ever hear the so-called song that the little kid do, it wasn't already on record. You believe that, people? He never hear his own daughter so-called sing until it come on the record. What I don't tell you, people, is just fake shit they give them asses.
And I was like, I find myself like, I'm at breakfast with, hey man, yo, you think I can jump on that? You know?
How did the little kid get to do the song? How? Without you knowing. This is dumb.
I was like, this is crazy.
Wow.
Jump on it if I want to jump on it. But yeah, it's like my kids, they think I'm silly and I can't get them to see I'm hot.
I wanted to hear you on Smile Bitch by Lil Duval. Living my best life. Because, I mean, if you look at the gram, you are the person living their best life.
No, I'm definitely living my best life, man.
Yes.
It's like that. When I jumped out of that helicopter, my
Here
whole...
we go again, people. Jumping out of the helicopter, doing the one-eye symbol. He fooling the masses. Didn't jump out of
hit the next phase, of my life in a way that this last year has been the best year of my adult life.
When he jumped, I thought the movie wasn't going to happen.
That's it.
I just said, oh, damn it. Then they said he was swimming with sharks. I said, oh, damn it.
Well, I heard you once say, Will, that there's nothing your wife could do, Miss Jada Pinkett Smith, to break up the
Here we
relationship.
go, people.
As a husband, how do you know that?
No, we've been wildly.
He fumbling. Like a damn fire truck. He's just a faker, people. Wake your ass up.
You know, we have tested each wildly tested. You know, we have tested each other. You know, we have tested our commitment.
Remember, they tell you that they got an open marriage. Wow, you never get it, people. It's Sodom and Gomorrah.
The partnership. We've tested our commitment to our family, and you know, there's a certain amount of let's say battery that you have to subject each other to in order to know that you're really down. You know, and you know, it ain't nothing I'm talking about on the Breakfast Club, but
Tune into Red Table Talk, guys.
whatever your next question is, whatever your next question is, just one.
Listen where they want to go with it. Just pay attention.
I see where this is going.
Whatever your next question. No, because I've been watching you. I know your ignorant patterns. You got ignorant patterns. You got the setup. You do the setup, and then your eyes do this little thing, and you sit back. You put an innocent face on it.
All by design, people. But I told you what they set me up for. Pay attention. You go hear it.
No, I just wondered, were you ever jealous of the love Jada had for Tupac?
Wow. Wow. Here we go, people, because it's a big part of the fucking culture that they sell the masses with your Tupac, Jada Pickett, and this sodomite right here. You understand? Pay attention because it is fake. 100% fake.
Oh my God, that dude! And you know that was in the early days.
Yeah,
that was in the early days, and it was
scratching the head.
Like that was a big regret for me too, because I could never never open up to interact with Pac. You know, and because we had a little bit of a thing, right? Because you know,
read your script, because the Pac is a faker, and this one also is. That's what you need to know. They was put on by the fucking system to fool the youths. Most of them end up in prison following a Pac.
You know, they grew up together and, you know, they loved each other, but they never had that, you know, they never had a sexual relationship.
Yes, of course you know that. It's nothing but bullshit. Jada Pickett is a man in a drag. 100% in, and the Pac is just a faker that they put on to trick the masses.
I'm into that age where now that was a possibility, and then Jada was with me, you know, so, you know, Pac had a little thing on that. But she just loved him like he was the image of perfection. But she was with the
image of perfection. Wow, the Pac was the image of perfection. Yes,
Prince. You know, so it was like I never could, like, even we were in a room together a couple times. I couldn't speak to him, you know, and you know he wasn't going to speak to me if I wasn't going to speak to him. But
really? It's like y'all have so much in common.
No, that's what Jada was saying all the time.
They have a lot in common. They're tricking the masses. They're playing a role on the masses. 100% fake characters. Of course, they got everything in common.
Like I'm telling you, y'all are so similar. You will love them, and I just never, you know, that was a huge regret of mine. I couldn't handle it. You know, I was the soft rapper from Philly, and he was pop.
Yes, of course, because that's the role they give you to play, a soft rapper from Philly. Because the rap game wasn't for you. They wouldn't put this one out as a rapper, basically. You understand? They just want to give you a background of him. That's why they put him out as a rapper. But the real one was a movie star right here. They're making the Will Smith right in front of your eyes. Can't rap a lick. All of them songs is garbage. He was just an actor that they paid to trick the masses. Right here. And the masses just blind. And I told you, be careful of the so-called breakfast